Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am Jude Michael D. Casamayor and I am your presenter for today. I will be discussing about the purpose statements and research questions. Okay, so now I want you to ponder on the following examples of research questions for our preliminary activity. Letter A. Do stubborn teachers earn higher salaries? B. How do teachers manage and control behavior of their students? C. Is there a relationship between school socioeconomic status and class attendance? So you are going to evaluate the following examples whether they are an example of qualitative research questions. And later on, after our discussion, we are going to check your answer. So let us start with the first task in conducting a qualitative study is to raise a question about something that perplexes and challenges the mind. Of course, when you're going to find a problem, you are going to raise a question that is of your interest. Second is the research problem. In crafting a research problem, you move from general interest, curiosity, or doubt about a situation to a specific statement of a research problem. And third is the purpose statement is a restatement of the gap in the knowledge base. So all in all, teachers, I want you to remember that in crafting a research problem, so what is being highlighted here is the gap, the doubt, your interest, and what um curious you as a researcher. Okay, so you are going to make a research question based on the problem, based on the problematic, based on the debatable topic. And this is very systematic and procedural. Find first the problem statement. The problem statement explains the reason for engaging in qualitative research. The purpose statement is the researcher's goal or the objective of the study. It reiterates and explains the main idea and the method that will be used to collect and analyze the data. It should be interrogatively stated on a process, issue, or phenomenon. And the researcher must first understand why the study is being conducted and what inquiry wants to accomplish. The research question is normally general and open-ended. Example, what is the phenomenon in school bullying and the intricacies of interpersonal relationships? This example could bring knowledge on the complexities of human behavior, and this is a general statement that is open for investigation because it undermines the phenomenon on school bullying and of course the reasons, the intricacies of interpersonal relationships. So it will discuss things, factors, several aspects that will relate to bullying. And why does the question should be in open-ended? Because we are having a qualitative research, and qualitative research is a research that will undermine, that will explore more on the issue. So that's why it's general and open-ended. So remember that a qualitative research is an intellectual stimulus calling for an answer with greater depth and flexibility. So let us have these examples. First, how do parents view the attributes of effective reproductive health program? Why do students express anxiety in learning mathematics and how can this be remedied? Third, how do teachers explain lessons in science using various learning pedagogy? As you can see, all of these examples have only one common denominator in making ideas subject for empirical investigation. And it's very clear on our examples. So the general approaches of qualitative research problem. Instrumentalist question focuses on what is going on. Example, how do school bullies behave in attacking a victim? And second is a realist question, which incorporates beliefs, feelings, and intentions as fallible evidence. Example, how do bullies express their interpersonal relationships with their teachers and parents? And remember, when we are going to craft a research problem or research statement in qualitative research, it should be inductive. You should be used, inductive reasoning is well applied. You begin from specific and then to general. So the following is the criteria in evaluating qualitative research problems. First, the problem should not be too general or too specific. Second, the problem should be amenable to change as data are collected and analyzed. When we say amenable, the data should be workable or answerable. Third, the problem should not be biased with restrictive assumptions, and this is very important to be underscored of because ethical standards should be followed. And yes, fourth is the problem should be written in how and what forms. Remember that to focus on describing and exploring the phenomena or the problem. And last, the problem should include a central question as well as the participants of the study. In writing the statement of the research problem, it should be expressed in interrogatory statement such as what are the burnout experiences of elementary teachers? So remember that in writing the statement of the research problem, of course, it is in question form. And the statement serves as a guide to the researcher in the course of designing the study in a work culture, a description, expression of a phenomenon, specification of study participants, and identification of locus and setting. And remember that statement of the research problem is not our question in our research. Example, when we're going to conduct our interview or our focus group discussion, this is just an umbrella of our research. Remember that. An umbrella question that will give us a guide or that will guide us to arrive to the right answer of our problem. And these are my references for my report. we are going to answer our preliminary activity. So please check your answer. Okay, so our first example is definitely not an example of a qualitative research statement or research question, because that is what? Not a open-ended question, but this is answerable by yes or no or close-ended. And the third example is, of course, an example of quantitative research, because yes, this is quantifiable, no? Finding the significant relationship between the two variables. And of course, our second example is definitely an example of qualitative research. So, very good, teachers, very good. Thank you so much for listening. This has been Jude Michael D. Kazamayor saying good day.